I would say it's about time for story time.
Story time? That's my favorite time.
This story is called Escape the D.
I don't like that.
Okay, go ahead.
We're all 12.
Hello. Before I ring you, I should tell you who I am. You can call me I Got a Gun. Everyone else posts their scary experiences, so I thought I would tell you mine. And the way it happened, there will be what you call cliches. What game series have you always wanted to play the original? For me, that is Metroid. One day, I was with my parents at a store. I saw something shoved in between some items. I can't remember what they were. I saw an orange NES cartag. This is odd because NES games haven't been sold on store shelves for years. I mean, we have Xbox 360 and Nintendo Wii and stuff. I picked it up and it said Metroid on it, but the sticker wasn't the original one. Instead, it was like the title screen from Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, without the 3 corruption part.
Wait, hold on. Orange cartridge. Sticker, but it's the wrong game. This is from AliExpress.
I put it back and told my brother to come look at it. He declined. Probably a good thing, seeing what happens in the next sentence. But when I came back, it was gone. In its place, I noticed a piece of orange material. When I felt it, it was the same texture and feel of the NES cartridge. I put it in my pocket and took it home. When I got home, I went downstairs to play on my computer, but before I did that, I took out the orange material and noticed it had changed from what I first saw into a computer chip. So I played my turn and waited until a time where I could put it in without getting caught. In the computer? For me, it is Thursday. On Wednesday night, I had a dream where for some reason my brother painted it red. So I went to school in the dream, and around lunch, I went to a computer and put the chip in. Damn, you must work fast. All of a sudden, everything went black. Once there was a bit of light again, I saw I was in my room. Everything then went dark around me as some armored thing burst out of my stomach. The creature had orange armored and a helmet that was broken in half. On the other half of the face was a large bloody scar and a long pointy tooth. As he went to kill me, I woke up. And the chip was red. At school, I constantly saw a stanger with a scar and a long pointy tooth. He would disappear after a second thought. When I got home, my mother and father went to drop my brother off at a youth hangout. When they left, I went to the computer in our house and put the chip in. Does he think you just stick the chips in like the disk drive?
I think so, yeah. Unless he doesn't know the name of an SD card.
Once I did, everything went dark, and I briefly saw the stanger in front of me as if nothing else was there. Once the light came back on, I heard a weird and disturbing voice say, "I tried to warn you." After a loud, blood-curdling scream came from the computer, a game started. The words Nintendo came up, but all the letters in the word were orange. Then the title screen for the original Metroid came up. The music was the same, and the words Metroid weren't altered from the original game. The only difference was that the bottom was... what shade of red? Blood red. And under Metroid said, "The other D." The letters in other D were bleeding. I hate it when my D bleeds.
Ugh.
We're children, we're children, we're children. I tried waiting for the story screen to come up. Generally, if you wait long enough, a screen will come up telling you the story. But it didn't happen, so I pressed start. The game started normally, and nothing seemed different. As Samus Aran, the main character, teleported in, I realized that the orange armor she was wearing was the exact armor the thing in my dream was wearing. Then I killed my first enemy. Upon killing him, he bled a bit. This didn't both me, though thought since I read way too many creepypastas. Then the next enemy bled even more. The more enemies I killed, the gorier their death animations. This was especially noticeable when I got to Kraid's hideout. When I first got there, the theme stalled from playing. Since this was the first got here, I wondered what was up. Was there no music? Upon entering another room, the Kraid's Lair theme started playing. It sounded very demonic from the real version. Now, since I didn't know what it was supposed to sound like, I thought it was normal. There were no enemies at all. 2 rooms before Kraid's lava appended. Apparently, there was no lava as far as I know. In the next room over the lava would get more and more red as you went along. The music started to get more demonic and faster too. As I got closer to Kraid's door, I started hearing screams, but they weren't 8-bit. They seemed very real. When entering Kraid's boss room, the entire screen went black. A picture of a evil-looking Samus Aran flashed as her helmet broke. Under the helmet, all I could see was a blood scar, and heard a girl scream. Then the screen went back to normal as the boss fight started. Below Kraid was a spike pit, with mangled body parts in it. The platform I was standing on was covered in ether blood or Metroid crap.
Oh yes, Metroid crap.
I didn't know they did that. Oh, I take it back. You know how you dock your spaceship, go inside, grab a few drinks, and then you come out and Metroid's crap on your car? And you just washed it? Right before I started shooting him, lava rose up over a spike pit as a loud scream was heard. Kraid then said, "Go. It is too late." Then I started fighting him. Whenever I hit, he would slow down. Also, when I hit him, it would look like demonic goo would surround him. After it completely covered him, he said, "Why did you doom me? Now you will die too." After that, the screen went black, and then it took me back to the room outside of Kraid's hideout. Everything went normal from there on. The enemies would only bleed a bit on occasion. There weren't any screams, there were no gruesome displays, or the demonic Samus. When I got to Ridley's hideout, the exact same thing happened as in Kraid's hideout. The music was demonic and got sped up. There were no enemies, bloody lava flow, and the picture of the demon Samus. When I got to the boss fight, Ridley said, "Why didn't you take Kraid's advice? It's too late for me. Run, you stupid girl." Ah! I added that. Then the boss fight happened. The exact same thing happened to Ridley as it did to Kraid. Before he died, Ridley said, "You are very stupid. You will die before you know it. You can't run from the bloody scar." Then with a scream, Ridley died, and I was sent straight to Torin, the final area of the game. There was no Metroids or other enemies. When I got to the final room, there was the bloody lava was on the floor, even thought it shouldn't have been any. I got to Mother Brains and defeated her. When she died, she said, This is not over. You will die. Then the screen started flashing as Mother Brain transformed into the demonic Samus. As Samus tried to fight it, she got killed. Then it showed the demonic Samus in a black background. There were very loud screams. The demon Samus said, "You have failed. Samus is dead. Now your soul and mind cannot escape to the other death. The other D." After that, I would see the demon Samus everywhere I went. It tried to kill me when I went to sleep, so I avoided sleep. No matter where I went, all I saw was the bloody scar of Demon Samus. After getting help, it got better and better. I still see the bloody scar, though. What she said was right, I guess. Your soul and mind can't escape the other death. If you find what I described, because I lost it, destroy it immediately. Escape the other D if you can. Poetic in a way. Wait, never mind. No, it isn't.
Yeah, it's like trying to be Other M, but with SAX. And it ended up being terrible.